So Star Wars Battlefront has finally hit the shelves. I have finally got a copy of that. I've been playing the hell out of it. Honestly have. I wanted to share with you some things that I do like about the game and some things that I wish that they would have thought about when they were making it. What I enjoy that they have changed about the game so far. Let's start off on a positive note. I'm not one of these guys who likes to talk about negative stuff right away. Now, is what I'm getting at going to be negative? I mean, there's ups and there's downs to everything. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. But anyway, what I do enjoy right now is that they've changed the sensitivity of the vehicles. So whereas before in beta it seemed that the vehicles were really big and clunky and clumsy and hard to maneuver around and turn around, now it's much easier. Like before, when I was playing with TIE fighters, it was hard to turn the guy around, even though they have buttons that you can use to where you just turn, it'll like turn around for you and stuff, but you can't always rely on that. The AT-STs were also really hard for me to maneuver, whereas now I have no problems. It's just knowing where the boundaries are on certain like indoor, like that map, or any other map really, I guess, like learning where the AT-ST can go and where it can't. But yeah, I've been having no problems destroying everything in sight with those things. It's almost, I do kind of feel bad, but it's awesome that, to me, it feels like they're kind of working or moving in the right direction when it comes to like what they're doing with the vehicles, because I was really worried about that. But along with that, one thing that I dislike is that there aren't any space maps yet. Now, I should just emphasize on the yet, because there are 16 maps that are on their way out, but I kind of feel like the vanilla should have had a space map for us to fly around in and kill each other in dogfights in. I mean, there's a game mode for that, and it's all like on planets, and it's like, this is boring. Like, I would much rather be in space. Like, I was watching a buddy play Battlefront 2 the other day for the PlayStation 2, and there's a game mode on that where you start off on your side, the enemy starts off on their side, and you've got to infiltrate their, like if you're a rebel, you got to infiltrate their Star Destroyer, for example. You go in there and you sabotage it, and then you hightail your ass out of there before it blows. Like, that's an awesome game mode, and I wish that they would have thought to put that into this, because there are certain things about Battlefront that us older gamers would like to see in the new one. And I feel like some of the hate that's coming from, a lot of the gamers out there are gamers who played the older games and were really looking forward to those kinds of features but didn't get them. Now, there are 16 maps on the way out, plus that one free one, but the one free one I already know isn't space oriented. We all know that already. So it's kind of like I'm saying, it should have been in the vanilla version of it. Playing as heroes is great. It was great in the beta. You only had the option to play as Luke or Vader in the beta, but now they have it to where you can play as Palpatine, you can play as Vader, you can play as Boba Fett, if you're on the bad guy side, or the Imperials, rather. And if you're on the Rebellion side, you can play as Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, or Princess Leia. Now, one thing that gets me, though, is that they have Luke This is silly, but they have Luke Skywalker as Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, green lightsaber, dressed in black, okay? Now, any Star Wars fan knows that Luke Skywalker wasn't really in that outfit until Return of the Jedi. So I feel like they could have maybe gone with more of an Empire-style Luke Skywalker. It's not a big deal, but it's just one of those things that I see and I'm like, that's completely wrong. Because like, if I'm at Hoth, to me, this is the Battle of Hoth and The Empire Strikes Back. Princess Leia looks the part. She looks exactly the way she did at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. Han Solo didn't really change his clothes at all, really. And Luke Skywalker's character is completely out of place in that atmosphere, And it's also kind of funny to see Palpatine running around, because we didn't see him in person until Jedi. He was like this mysterious character that we never saw. But again, whatever. It's all in good fun, and I do enjoy being able to play as those characters, even if they aren't chronologically correct. I'm learning more about this game the more I play it, and expect to see more of these videos. Again, I will continue thoughts as they come to me. Right now, I'm just kind of sharing my first impressions, really, after playing the game for a couple of weeks, or well, since a couple of days after it came out. I kind of wanted to have some time with it before I really gave an actual opinion as to maybe you haven't bought the game because you have mixed feelings about it. If you're curious enough about it and you love Star Wars, buy the game. I have played, listen, I have played every Star Wars game you can think of. Every single one of them. I've played the Star Wars games that were on the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the N64. I've played the Star Wars games. My favorite Star Wars game was actually Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. That game was so good. So good. But I'm telling you right now, this is probably the best Star Wars game that I've played. And that means in audio, the way the audio is in this, it really puts you in the Star Wars universe. They nailed it with the audio. They nailed it. Endor looks like Endor. Hoth looks like Hoth. And these are the two main identifiable maps that I've played. They're two extremes of two different environments. You have one really luscious forest type of place, and then one really frozen, everything's dead kind of place. A big frozen desert is what Hoth is like. I know that when I'm playing on those maps that I really love the way they did great. They did great. Graphics-wise, audio-wise is phenomenal, especially in 7.1 surround sound headphones. It's unbelievable how good they did with the audio in this. Now, there are lots of different kinds of Star Wars games out there. Anything from Shadows of the Empire, which is starting to get bad reviews all of a sudden. I don't get that. That was a great game. This is a great game, and people were just it's no Knights of the Old Republic or anything. No, it's not, because that wasn't even a possibility when that game came out. Man, the things that people say about stuff, a lot of them probably never even played the game. Anyway, as far as somebody who has played every Star Wars game there is and all of that, I'm telling you right now, this game is worth buying. It's $59.99. It's worth every bit of it. If you're sitting there... See, this is what I've noticed. People are like, I'm not going to buy that game. I'm just not going to. Well, you're not hurting anybody but yourself, because you are missing out on this game. You're trying to prove to EA that you're not gonna stand for this. You're not gonna stand for them taking your money. Yeah, you are. If you're going to wait until it goes on sale, that's cool, but you might be waiting for a year, especially with EA. I was looking up Crysis 3 the other day because I'm one of those guys who likes to, have collections of games. So I have, all of the Crysis games except for Crysis 3. And even though they knocked it down on Black Friday, it was still $9.99. I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay $10 for this game. I'll pay you $5.99. But it's been out for a couple of years, and it's still $9.99. So you might be waiting for a while. Of course, if you have consoles or whatever, you can go to GameStop and buy it used. I guarantee you there are used copies already available. You might be able to get it for 10 or 15 bucks less, maybe. Go trade in some games for it that you don't want. At least do that. There's no reason why you shouldn't be playing this game. Get over the bullshit. Oh man, this thing's gonna cost $120. Why is it gonna cost me $60 to get the season pass? I don't understand. Money, bro. That's why. Money. It is what it is. Give it to them. Give it to them. They worked real hard on this game. They worked really hard on this game. They deserve the $60, the $120. Now, I haven't bought the season pass yet, but I plan on doing that. And, yeah, it's going to hit my wallet. It's going to hit me personally. I'm going to have to pay for that with my own money, So I do understand, a little bit, but at the same time, it's so worth buying. Well, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you liked it by giving it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It genuinely helps me out a lot, especially when you guys comment. So please feel free to do that. You have a voice here, and I am not going to abuse. I don't ban people for speaking their mind. I just don't do that. Let me know what you think about the game. If you've played it, let me know why you aren't buying it yet. Let me know what your gamer tag is on Origin. I'd be more than happy to join up with you and play some games. Hit me up in the comments below. Thank you again so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.